Habajuba halor ka mat ya tai lengkot ka balawan ra do ba having stone karpran UMLA ka VPP na mauring kneng halor ka Chief Minister's Housing Assistance Program CMHAP haga sngi bopra ka dorbar Mang Tyngka jong ka Ïing dorbar thawan ka jilla haga khat waitari ulber arhaja arpusan u Marcuise and Marak u menteri bari kmi yakatanat housing ulayathu ban nadu usnam arhajar khat nyo hadu mentau usnam arhaja arpusan lamang hadu laispa prapo nyo Klur bala Pyntreikam pan laispa khat nyo Klur Kani ka Skhim ka long banyarap Shillong Ïing ki beduna ka yo ka kot kata ha ka ba ai da ki ten sop Ïing pen Shna da ki Ïing sa bat kiwe pat Ulaong baya ka Chief Minister's Housing Assistance Program CMHAP la Pyntreikam ha ki jaka sor bat nong kendong da ka ba pen syong nong rem na ka jingbun brio bat ka yo ka kot jong Shillong Ïing Ulaong ru baka jing smu kani ka Skhim ka dai ban ai jing yarap da ki tiar ki ban ne slam bat da ka pisa ka ban nyopusan hajar sa Shillong Ïing beduna ka yo ka kot kat kum ki kendon balabu da ka sarkar
brought by Sri Havingstone Karpran, MLA, to raise a short duration discussion under Rule 50 of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business on a matter relating to the Chief Minister's Housing Assistance Program. Sri Havingstone Karpran, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Sir, I rise today to raise a short duration discussion on the Rule 50 of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business on the matter relating to the Chief Minister's Housing Assistance Program, CMHP. So I have few things to say on the matter. So I want to seek clarity and accountability regarding the implementation of the Chief Minister's Housing Assistance Program, particularly with respect to the mode of selection of the members of the committee to oversee the scheme. So, this scheme, CMHAP, is very important initiative aimed at providing housing assistance to the people of Meghalaya, particularly from those economically weaker section. However, concern has been raised regarding the transparency of selection process for members of the committee. So I have a few concerns. First, what are the criteria and process for selecting members of the CMHAP committee? Number two, sir, were all the relevant stakeholders consulted before formation of such committee? So, number three, given the significance of this scheme, sir, in my block, Marcuise CRD block, we have three MLAs, sir. Myself, representing Marcuise Assembly constituency, then Honorable MLA from Nongkram, Badan Milam Soimoy, representing Nongkram Assembly constituency, and third one, Bantidor Lengdo, representing Mognau constituency. Under my constituency, we have about 10 Kramspark circles, while at Nongkram constituency, they have 4 Kramspark circles, and Mognau has got 1 Kramspark circle. But while constituting this committee, I heard that they have constituted committee, but I am not aware. But none of us has been consulted before the constitution of this committee, sir. But I also do know that what is the role of this committee. I think I need that the government should issue some certain guidelines. So another thing is that, Mr. Speaker, sir, in the spirit of good governance and fairness, I urge upon the government that the MLAs should not be silent, sir. So, one few things that I represent Marcuise constituency. I represent this New Shillong township, and so many things are going on there. So many developmental activities are going on. I appreciate the government for good jobs, but I am not aware. I am not informed, sir. I am just a mute spectator, being the MLAs of that area. I am just a mute spectator. So at the same time, sir, I also request the government that not to sideline the MLAs, not only myself, like the MLA from Meghalaya also while constituting constitution of this block level housing selection and monitoring committee, then I feel that it should be consulted, sir. So only things. Lastly, sir, I wish that that implementation of this scheme should be in a transparent manner, sir.
Honorable Speaker, sir. First of all, I'd like to thank the mover of this short duration discussion, Ïing Kapan. And also I would like to thank Honorable Leader of Opposition, Dr. Mukulem Sangma, Honorable MLA Milim, Baroni Bilingdo, and also Mr. Brightster for participating in this discussion. So, Chief Minister's Housing Assistance Program, within short, CMHAP. So if I had to recall, the department had earlier implemented the Rural Housing Scheme, which is called RHS, in which 3 bundles of corrugated galvanized iron CGI sheets were given as grant in aid to those who were able to construct their own house up to the roof level with their own resources. A total of 71,632 beneficiaries had benefited from this rural housing scheme earlier. However, the impact of the scheme was not satisfactory, as only few numbers of applicants were allotted per district, which is not justifiable to those who had to wait for years to get help through this scheme. And it was felt necessary to be more accommodating, keeping in mind the growing number of new families and of new received. And so the government has decided to discontinue the scheme, and in its place, the Chief Minister's Housing Assistance Program, CMHAP, was introduced to replace the rural housing scheme. Chief Minister's Housing Assistance Program was introduced in the year 2017 and implemented from the year 2017-18 onwards. The scheme covers both rural and urban areas of the state through CNRD block and urban municipality areas respectively. The target in each blocks and municipality urban area is determined on the basis of population, the number of households currently as per 2011 census, and income gap, socio-economic disparity. Objectives of CMHAP. The objective of Chief Minister's Housing Assistance Program are: number 1, to provide durable roofing materials to improve their existing houses to the economically weaker sections by providing 3 bundles of roofing materials to the selected beneficiaries. And number 2, to provide dwelling houses to the low-income group families living in the state by granting financial assistance, that is 75,000 rupees only to each family. Objective number 2, eligibility criteria of beneficiaries. So under Rule 5 of the Chief Minister's Housing Assistance Program guidelines, beneficiaries should be: number 1, bona fide citizens of the state of Meghalaya; number 2, residing in stabilized villages; number 3, falling under the category of economically weaker section of the society; number 4, having a total annual income of 1 lakh duly certified by the appropriate authority; number 5, above 18 years of age; number 6, produce proof of residence, namely EPIC or any other related documents; number 7, own plot of land / house. Preference is given to the differently abled, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, senior citizens, other backward classes, minorities, single mother / widow, and other weaker and vulnerable sections of the society. Title under this scheme would be given as far as in the name of the woman. Number 2, identification of allottees. 1. As per Rule 6 of the Chief Minister's Housing Assistance Program guidelines, the selection of beneficiaries done by the respective committees. A. Block level housing selection and monitoring committee, within short BLHSMC, in rural areas. B. Urban level housing selection and monitoring committee, within bracket ULHSMC, in urban areas. The list of beneficiaries are then approved by the respective district housing committee, which are duly notified by the government as per guidelines of the Chief Minister's Housing Assistance Program. Block level housing selection and monitoring committee / and urban level housing selection and monitoring committee, as per the Rule 7 of the Chief Minister's Housing Assistance Program guidelines, a block level housing selection and monitoring committee shall be constituted by the government of Meghalaya in each of the community and rural development block of the state. The committee shall be constituted comprising of the following members. 1. A non-official chairperson of the block level housing and selection monitoring committee to be nominated by the government. 2. Block development officer of the respective block as member secretary. 3. 5 members to be nominated, of which at least 2 members should be traditional head and 1 woman representative. 4. Assistant engineer / junior engineer of the respective CNRD block. As per Rule 7A of the Chief Minister's Housing Assistance Program guidelines, urban level housing selection and monitoring committee shall be constituted by the government of Meghalaya in each of the urban areas of the state. The committee shall constitute the following members. Number 1, a non-official chairperson of the urban level housing and selection monitoring committee to be nominated by the government. 2, district housing officer / inspector of housing as member secretary. 3, chief executive officer CEO of the respective municipal officers as member. 4, 5 members to be nominated, of which at least 2 members should be women representative. 5 assistant engineer / junior engineer of the respective municipal board officers. District Housing Committee. As per Rule 10 of the Chief Minister's Housing Assistance Program guidelines, there shall be a district housing committee with Deputy Commissioner of the respective district as chairman, and consisting of the following members, which will be notified by the government from time to time as indicated below. This Deputy Commissioner of the concerned district as chairman. 2, district housing officer / inspector of housing as member secretary. 3, district planning officer for all BDOs of the respective district / CEOs of the concerned municipality. 5, junior engineer housing of the concerned district. 6, the committee may invite experts as required to assist in its meetings. Mode of implementation of CMHAP. As per Para 2.1, Para 11.2 and Para 11.3 of the CMHAP guidelines, Para 11A1, the Chief Minister's Housing Assistance Program scheme will be implemented in all the districts of Meghalaya through the respective Deputy Commissioner Housing, District Housing Officer. Para 11.2, the target is fixed by the Director of Housing based on the budget allotment for each year. Para 11.3, the applications in prescribed printed form should be submitted to the respective block development officer according to the time frame to be fixed by the government from time to time, along with EWS income certificate. Target and achievement under Chief Minister's Housing Assistance Program since inception till 2023-24. Thus, currently the department is providing only the first component, providing aluminum roofing sheets that is 8 feet and 9 feet long of 0.45 mm thickness to the economically weaker section beneficiaries based on the target in each CNRD block an urban municipality area. Till that year-wise target under CMHAP in the CNRD and municipality urban area who have benefited from all the districts since inception of CMHAPR. Year-wise, serial number 1, 2017-18, sanction was 5 crores, utilized 5 crores. 2018-19, sanction was rupees 5 crore 50 lakhs and utilized by 5 crore 50 lakhs. And serial number 3, 2019-20, sanction was 3 crore 50 lakhs and utilized by 3 crore 50 lakhs. In these 3 years fund were utilized together. The fund of 2017-18 to 2021 was clubbed together and utilized along with the fund of 2020-2021. Number 5, 2021-22, fund allocated was 50 crore, and 2022-23 fund allocated was 163 crore. The funds were fully utilized. Serial number 7, 2023-24, the fund sanction was 70 crore and it was utilized fully. Serial number 8, 2024-25, the fund allocated is 70 crores but could not implement sanction of the fund received on the 7A 2024. The fund is not utilized as the matter is sub judice with the Honorable Meghalaya High Court. Hence, the scheme is being kept on hold. So, total 387 crore has been sanctioned in this regard and utilized is 317 crores. Currently, the second component of the scheme is not being implemented. However, the financial assistance, 75,000 only was provided for dwelling houses to the low-income group families for the 130 beneficiaries under Southwest Garo Hills District, Ampati, only during 2017-18. 100 for Beta Singh CNRD block and 30 for Damalgiri CNRD block. Speaker, sir, I would like to state that in this August House, that the department is at the moment trying its level best to understand the obstacles and to bring out better ways to implement new ideas to improve its functioning. The department is preparing itself and are open to new ideas with better methods to accomplish its goals. Also keeping in mind the interests of the poor and needy of the state to continue with its service to provide decent houses and be an instrument to help uplift the lives and dignity of the poor. With changing times, the department is also geared to adapt to an environment where development is in sync with the demands of the day, like sustainability, viability, environmentally friendly approach for the benefit of the citizens. I am hopeful that these pursuits through Housing Department will benefit our people in both rural and urban areas. So with these words, I stand here with a hope and a vision that our schemes would be implemented effectively. So with regard to the request made by honorable members, I would like to mention here that the implementation of this particular scheme, if a detail is required, I can place on the table of the House block-wise, which is very clear. I can place on the table of the House. And to inform honorable members that all the blocks have been notified. Most of the blocks have been notified with the members. There are 55 blocks and 40 have been notified. And there are 6 municipality areas. 5 have been notified. Only 1 municipal area is left. Probably The honourable members' request I could not entertain because the committee has already been notified, so which is why I could not entertain. But otherwise, all the blocks are getting, and all the blocks are beneficiaries are spread to all the blocks of the states.
Habatin, pej bahagi kishab, kashab plus F.
Ka plus F?
Hakabam bangibam, dunaki eki batay kamet. Namar kata, habatiru atau kau kamlu ka umpnyang kadut, pej ya kashab plus F hakajing som. Yaki nutrient kumki vitamin bat ka ayan la icon diat bat akabatau bha. Kam kata ika dur jengki marbam kajing mat lani ka rukom shed yaki.
Balehi banai kita.
Kadon ka we kajing mentoy bakongsan. Kakot kakia. Ka nutrition bakambha kajing im bakambha pendon kam daki marba medon ka sharp plus F menta kasni.
Lawan Ra Shafi Lingba ko office jong Commissionerate of Food Safety Meghalaya.